Hey, you guys. How is everybody? Again, it's Desiree. I'm here on Easy Crafters, and I've got another craft for you. I'm going to make an Irish themed sign. This is actually, I'm going to go with the whole Throwback Thursday because this is one of the older transfers. It is retired. So, the question of the day is, how do you celebrate? No, Lewis, I don't know how you celebrate, but how do you celebrate St. Patrick's Day? Apparently, Lewis likes to celebrate it by eating. So while we're doing this, I'm just soaking this down, and you'll see some of this is already floating up because I've soaked it down already a little bit. And I'm just going to take my little scraper tool. This is a new tool that we have. And just scrape this off. It is so fantastic. No more scrubbing. Just scrape. And then you can rub it with the board eraser. But this is so much easier to get this off. So much easier. I don't know who came up with this idea, but it's awesome. So, while we're getting started with that, let me get my helper over here situated. Just over here. Come on. You can do it. And there we go. That's going. And then I'm going to come back over here so I can see you guys chatting with me. If you're out there, it doesn't matter if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, or if you are on Periscope. I can see all of you right here. So I'm just cleaning this board off because we're going to put a different sign. That's the nice thing about these things, these boards and the Couture product. You don't have to keep the same thing forever. You get to change it. So I'm going to go ahead just scrape this all in the middle and use a little towel and squeegee that, or actually wipe all that, the rest of that off. And the rest of it's going to get swooshed off. There we go. And then I'll come back with my handy dandy board eraser here just to do a little bit of last cleanup of the board. A little bit on my frame so that I'm ready. Hey, Lynn. Yes, Lynn. You wear green, pinch people, and eat potatoes. Awesome. I think my parents, our thing has always been to have, what is it? It's not the cabbage stew. We do collard greens, things like that. But cabbage definitely is another one. And, you know, it's funny you bring up the potato thing. Does anybody know who Jonathan Swift is? Do you know who Jonathan Swift is? Anybody know who Jonathan Swift is? While you're thinking on that, I'm going to go ahead and get my paste ready. I think I have all my stir tools. I'm not sure. Some of these pastes may be okay, and some of them, that might be hard. Need to do some more maintenance on some of them. Let me grab some tools over here. Because I need to stir. I left all my stir sticks in the other room because I was cleaning them. Yes, I was cleaning stir sticks. So, all right. Lynn doesn't know who Jonathan Swift is. Okay, well, let me explain who Jonathan Swift is. Do you know the story Gulliver's Travels? Jonathan Swift is the author of Gulliver's Travels. And I spent my senior year in high school reading all of Jonathan Swift's books. He was actually a writer in Ireland, and I'm trying to think. It was right around the time of the potato famines. So we're talking this, I think the 1600s, something like that. That's when he wrote Gulliver's Travels. But Gulliver's Travels, you know, we all think of it as a child's story. It really isn't a child's story. When he puts the fire out on the palace, yeah, he peed on the palace, and he got in trouble for that. So the whole thing about Jonathan Swift, he was a satirist. He wrote a lot of different things, and a lot of it was satire. I still remember when I first started reading, I read this thing, it was called Three Men in a Tub. And at first, I didn't know, they had this introduction. The introduction that he had written was longer than the actual book. And at one point, I'm sitting there, what the heck is he talking about? I finally figured it out. Because he was talking about orators and this and that and that. I figured out he was talking about farting. Yes. Jonathan Swift was talking about farting. And he was going on. But he liked to make fun of people. That was one of the things that he did, is he made fun of people. He even, for one of his patrons, he wrote a poem called Meditation Upon a Broomstick. I kid you not. Meditation Upon a Broomstick. All right, this one is looking pretty good. It is nice and just droopy enough, so I'm going to put that there. We'll see how this one comes out. This is the emerald green, and I've had this one for quite a while. In fact, I'm not even sure that this one, that they do anything with this one. Yep, this one's good. I was doing paste maintenance last week or the week before. So that one is good. Put that there and that there. The next one that I have, this is a lime green. It is really super thin. So I think this one will be one of the last ones, because sometimes if you get them too thin, they dry really fast. And if you don't get them thin enough, they dry really fast. So you're looking for kind of a cake batter, not a thin cake batter. And then I pulled out the gold, because who knows what leprechauns like? Pot gold. So there we go. All right, if you're out there and you're talking and you're just kind of hanging out watching me, go ahead and just say something. By the way, I did look the other night for the 10 shares contest. Unfortunately, nobody could win. We had one person who shared it all to their own page. You can't do that. It doesn't help me. It doesn't help the page, and actually it harms the page. And part of the rules I did state, you have to share it different places. Groups are great. Share it in groups. Okay. Now this paste is one of the shimmer pastes, and I want you guys to see this. It doesn't drip, but this is the consistency, so it's always a little bit different from the other stuff. All right, good job. Let's look. Might need to wipe this down just a little bit more because I'm still seeing some chalk marks. And take the dry edge here. There, that's good. And this atomizer, this water bottle from Couture is awesome. It is more like an atomizer that you would use with your perfumes. Okay, so this says, who needs luck when you've got this much charm? So let me open up this one. Like I said, this one is a retired transfer. We do have another one. I'm still digging stuff out from last weekend. I apologize. And today I was over here cleaning back here, and then part of my eyeglasses popped out. I had to go to the optometrist and have them fix my glasses. Hi, Tabitha. It's okay. Just, you know, here's the easy way to find your groups. A lot of times I just go and I click on, and I usually am sharing from a browser, so I go in there and I'm like looking, what groups am I in? So, you know, do what you can. If you're in the buy, sell, trade groups, those are a good place to go. Okay, this transfer, I didn't use it very much. I think I only pieced it together and used part of the words, but we're gonna use them all this time. Because, oh, you know what? Let me check it. I had to make sure back here we have the clips on these Couture boards. I had to make sure I'm getting the right side. Because when I went to, if you guys look back here, there's this right up here. There's another one. It's not in here. And I managed to do it upside down. Uh-oh, the cats are having a cow. And if you guys remember when I did the Audrey Hepburn on that one board, that was actually purchased. The lady purchased that frame with that design. So it's not here anymore. I buy another one. Okay. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and start this. I've got all these beautiful colors of green here. I'm going to push them up here, plus my gold, and we're going to go for it. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with my emerald green. And you know what? Before I actually start, I'm turning off this fan that I have in here because it's going to dry my paste out. There we go. Had to turn that off. I don't want paste drying fast. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go with the Luck in this color. You guys can hear the cats? That would be Lewis Kitty. Can you hear Lewis? He's loud. My other cat, CompuCat, who got her name because she would come in there and sit near me, and she sat on top of the computer. I took a picture of her because I thought it was cute. And then she stood up and shut the computer off. So now her name is CompuCat. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drop this here. I'm leaving this on a little bit thick for the time being, so it doesn't dry out too fast. I'm going to come back afterwards and do some more work on that. And let's pull in some of this other green right here. And I'm going to go ahead and put this right here, just like this. That. Who needs luck when you got this much charm? And you know what? I just noticed I used that the wrong way. That's why it wasn't scraping very good. Because it's going, what the heck? It's okay. All fun. Because, you know what? It's easy to wash off. Alrighty. Let's add some gold. Right here, I'm going to add some gold. for the word charm. I love that gold. What do you guys think of that shimmer gold paste? Who loves the shimmer colors? There we go. Pull this over. And I'm going to pull these over, and I'll pull it up and dry it and then lay it back down because I have a lot more to do. So pull that off. And then I got to pull this one off. So we're going to go whoosh. You guys like my sound effects? Whoosh. And the green. Okay. All right. I'm going to go from the bottom, pull up. We'll let it dry. I'll tell you some stuff, and then we'll put it back down. And go for it again. And we definitely will need to put it back down because some of it's already drying out. Shimmer is the best. Okay, while we're waiting for that to dry, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Couture. Okay, so while that's drying, I want to remind you guys that I am a Couture designer, and you could be a Couture designer as well. And there are 4 ways to make money with Couture. It's pretty simple. The first way is taking the end projects that you make, and you can sell them anywhere. You can sell them at craft fairs. You can sell them on Etsy, on Facebook, on eBay, on Amazon, on your personal websites, and anywhere locally in town, wherever you want. All of the transfer designs are fully licensed. So if you put it on fabric and if you take one of the designs and you make a fabric out of it, guess what? You can sell that as a fabric somebody else could buy to make things out of. Or you can make things with the fabric and sell it. It's all good. The next thing that you can do is you can run workshops, and I'm going to be starting workshops here shortly, here locally where I live. I might do some that are online. I'm thinking of how I would do that, but that's also an option. Now, there's another thing that you can do, and all of the products that we get a 40% discount on. So that makes, the workshops and selling the finished products, it makes it worthwhile to be a designer. But you can also sell those products. So you can make, off of retail, you can make a 40% profit off of that. So or if you take it into a back VIP group, and I have one of those, you can sell them at discounts, and I'm getting ready to do a discount because I still have leftover product. So I will be selling that in my VIP group to my VIPs. Now, that's not the only thing that you can do. You can also sell the Club Couture subscriptions, and I do that. I have a few subscribers, and those people, they get an exclusive transfer once a month, and most of you who've been here have seen that. So that's an option. And then last but not least is you can build a team by sponsoring others and by teaching them how to get their own business going. I do have a group for my team, and I do training in there, and I'm getting ready to develop a training on how to get started with a Facebook Lives and running a Facebook page the way that I am right now. So that concludes that part of the piece. So we're going to come back here. I hope that inspired you guys. If you are interested, just drop the word info below, or you can type join. Either one will get you more information. I can talk to you about it. I also have a series of questions, and we can figure out if this is something that you really want to do. Okay, so now that I'm back here, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to complete the project. Yay! We're going to go ahead and put this back together. So I'm going to go ahead up here with my green paste like this. This green paste. I got a little bit of the dark green in there, so it's going to have a little bit of a smudge in there. That's okay. And I think I might go and add some across here because it was just coming down. So we're going to go ahead and smoosh it in there. Let's see if I can't bring this together. Here we go. I'm going to pull this up. Who needs luck? My luck is still not very good with the luck. Might have to wash that out. And I'm going to come back up here. This line right here, I'm going to do with this paste. Look, I got it on the frame. It's okay. It's chalk paste. I can get it off. I think my emerald green is pretty old. That's why it's coming out like that. And then we're going to go down here and do this end. And I think I'm going to go this way. All right, Tabitha, she's ready. She's all, join. Yes. So, you can run the Couture business any way you want. When you join, my big question to you is, how would you like to run your business? Are you going to want to sell end products? Are you going to want to sell Couture products? Are you going to want to do workshops? And some people make a lot of money just doing workshops because they do a lot of workshops. Here, I'm going to do one more right here on these 4-leaf clovers. How many of you picked 4-leaf clovers when you were a kid? Just so you could make wishes on them. I did that. I remember doing that a lot. Ta-da! There we go. Look. There it is. This is going to go in the water and get rinsed off. So I'm just going to set this over to the side for now. And I am going to use my semi-clean cloth and wipe that edge off. Right there. There. It's done. Yay! Who needs luck when you have this much charm? So, with that said, this was an easy project. It took me 24 minutes, a little less than 24 minutes to make this project. Part of that was washing off the board. If it was a clean board, it would take even less. Plus, you know, making decisions. If you knew exactly what you wanted, it would be a snap. So again, remember that this is Easy Crafters. If you are at all interested, you can keep following me, learning more. Hashtag VIP to get into the VIP group. Hashtag join to learn more about joining. Or hashtag info. Both will get you that information. And I'm also looking for hostesses for online parties. So hostess down below if that's what you'd like to do. With that said, everybody, I will see you tomorrow morning. I'm going to be back with another project. It'll be a short one because that's what I do in the morning. Have a great evening, everybody.